warned you.
Good evening, everybody. It's Nicko, Julie, and Crimson here, Panama City Beach, Florida.
Hello.
And it's the 22nd of May, and we had a rough start this morning. A little bit of electricity going through here, shutting our electric off. A little pop here and a pop there, and rain coming in.
Hello, everybody.
There's Crimson. Hey,
Crimson.
Oh,
We lost power this morning?
we lost a little bit.
Hell, I was asleep.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
I closed last night.
My friend. He closed last night. He's opened yesterday and closed. Is that correct?
No, that was Sunday.
No, that was Sunday. Jeez.
That was Sunday.
These days start rolling into
I've been gone for a couple of days because I've been working.
Well, I told somebody today
most
again.
Real people do.
It's like, no, I told someone today again. It's a Groundhog Day, and he was like, "What?" And I said, "For me, it's Groundhog Day."
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day for her
thing.
every day. And
Okay, some people just don't understand that, Julie. I'm sorry, they're just stupid.
You know?
Well, no, I mean,
But he said,
you're talking about the Bill Murray movie, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Same
without a
thing
doubt.
every day.
There's no
You know.
doubt.
You wake up and it's the same thing, day
That was
after
Sean. I
day
didn't
after
realize
day.
who I was talking to.
Look, I'd love to do what he did, man. That's such a cool movie. He learned, he learned how to speak Chinese, and he learned so much about that girl he fell in love with in like 10 seconds, and just kept over and over learning more and more about her. So when he first met her, he's like, "Marry me," and she said,
No.
"Huh?" And he said all this other stuff, and she's like, "Okay." He had like 10,000 do-overs.
Yeah, he did. He had,
And it ended up working out for him,
Oh, that's pretty cool then.
So really, Groundhog Day is not really over and over and over again the same thing, because he got to actually change it.
Oh yeah, he changed it every day. He did something different every
Groundhog
day.
with a twist.
Right.
Some days he didn't do nothing. Some days he'd do something. And every once in a while they'd go play golf and shoot that. Well, it wasn't a groundhog. It was a gopher.
Gopher. Yeah, a greasy, grimy gopher guy.
Be the ball.
That's
No,
right.
I don't want her.
Be
the ball.
The ball.
That's right.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That's
They're not old enough. They don't understand the Caddyshack reference.
That's right.
No, I got it though. We're getting closer, guys.
Well, that's good. Hey, look, but listen to your Groundhog Day. You feel like it's the same thing over and over, or do you think that it's actually something different every day?
Well, as far as the
Waking up.
tasks go.
The answer to that is yes.
No, as far as
I'm asking.
Because
No,
it
it's
is, but it's not.
it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
Some things are the same, and some things change. And
Well,
I really don't. I don't. It's really cool with me in my personality because I like a consistent, like a baseline, and then if things change a little bit, it's more exciting.
Yeah.
So the main, like, I'm not homeless and I've got a job, and all the main thing, I'm food, clothing, shelter, love. All those things are pretty cool.
Get to fold sheets,
And then
pillowcases, towels.
Right.
Wash
lots
cloths.
of towels.
That's right.
I'm talking about the job thing.
Oh, okay.
All right, but then as far as life goes, everything's pretty cool. And then when something comes in, and like somebody comes in to visit us and they're crazy, it's exciting, but it doesn't bother me.
We don't have that
You
right
mean
here.
you mean like the guy that used to live in my room that showed up yesterday?
Oh,
He hadn't been here in forever.
Oh, Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 No, Jerry can't. Listen, Jerry's an old asphalt guy. He can't hear.
Oh no.
I know he can't hear because I pounded on that door.
Oh yeah.
And then I finally stuck my key in there. And,
I know. I heard you.
Yeah, and then
I heard you pound. I was like, dude, I'm trying to sleep.
Like, hey, how you doing? He's like,
I got it.
He pounded on the door.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah. He goes, hey.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Just walk in.
Yeah, right.
But you couldn't because he had the top bolt on, so you couldn't just walk in.
Yeah. Well, I like.
I didn't know who was in there, and then he popped his head in and said, "Oh, hey, Jerry, man, I ain't seen you in like
100
forever.
100 years.
I didn't know you still in town." Well, I haven't been. I was in Philadelphia and D.C. and out in Colorado. And I was like, "Well, what the hell are you doing back here?" He said, "Well, it's time to come back." I said, "Okay."
All right then.
He said, "I'll be back," and we ain't seen him since.
No, yeah. I asked him. I said, "You
No, I
want
was
to
at
go?"
the office a while ago.
I asked him. I said, "Do you want me to go up to the office and pay for you?" And he goes, "No. I'm going to go up there." And I remember that same line that he said a couple years ago, and it's been a couple years since he's been here. Because
It's been a year.
It's been more than a year, a little bit more than a year.
A little bit more than a year.
Well, yeah, because you
I
moved into his place.
I was in 40.
But it gave me that same look.
Yeah, I was in that one room for what, 3 weeks, and then he was gone, and I moved in his room.
Yeah, that's right.
After you clean the shit out of it.
Yes.
Because he's a slob.
Oh, yes. Well, he wouldn't let us do any housekeeping in there, and we figured out why. Anyway, so it was good to see Jerry come, and it was good to see Jerry go. And at least he only stayed for, I think he was only there for, I don't know, maybe 6-7 hours. He didn't mess up too much. He cleaned the bed up and did
some
it.
people have been
He didn't even take a shower.
Typical
Jerry.
than
Typical
that.
Jerry. But I was glad to see him.
A couple hours in the living room. Well, whatever. Good
Anyway.
I hope it was fun.
Well, hey, so before we start out here, I'm gonna go give Takedown Man another shout out here. He's a great guy. He's dedicated to doing this, and he's done this for such a long time, and he's given us the opportunity to sit here and be able to look up some stuff and harass anybody that's going to be on tonight.
That's it. That's our word.
That's right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Anyway, I also go down to realnigganews.com and check out anything that's been published there, and give us a shout. And if you have anything to say,
There's an
All right.
echo.
Oh, is that me? That is me. My bad.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's
Let me
right.
turn this damn thing down.
boy, this is going to be a great show here. But anyway,
I warned you.
look at
we're having a good
realnigganews.com and check it out. And if you see anything through the publishings there,
Yeah, and if you can figure
comment
out
on
how
it.
to pull up online the hurricane names for 2018 that they're coming up with, I would love to see it because I can't figure out how to get it on my phone, on my iPad. I can't get it. So
Okay.
somebody let me know how to pull up the hurricane names that they're
all right.
Hang on just a minute. I'll pull them up.
All right. Because
Just go to Google and type in 2018
Right, you think it'd be easy, but it's
name
it could be operator error, perhaps. You know,
storms.
Unbelievable.
If I could type
It's funny.
name
Lord.
this is my life.
name storm.
Yeah.
There we go.
Here
Bless
we
your
go.
heart, and you have to suffer the road.
So anyway, let's talk about a little bit about the
Oh,
volcano
there we
in
go.
Hawaii. How about that?
Yeah,
The
okay.
Kilauea volcano that began erupting more than 3 weeks ago continues to spew lava, ash, and toxic gas on the Big
Sounds
Island
like
of
Sam.
Hawaii. Yeah. Who's that? I mean, where you at, man?
You mean stupid?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
stupid. Here, I mean, massive lava flows from scorched everything. I mean, everything in its path forces the evacuation of more than 2,000 residents, and already destroying several homes. The National Guard, scientists, and residents can only stand by and monitor the slow and devastating destruction. These people are having it really bad.
Well, hell yeah, it's lava, man.
It's not going anywhere.
What are you gonna do? It's a force of nature.
That's right. Well, you know, I looked up 2 different articles, and CNN had one that said that this man was sitting there fighting off the lava coming to his house. There ain't no way you're going to fight off the lava coming to your house. Your house is going to go, man. There's no way.
Well, yeah, it's freaking molten earth.
That's right. Exactly.
There's nothing
Right,
there's
that's
nothing we
right.
have that'll stop it.
No,
That's
you're
right,
Absolutely.
that's right.
You know.
Short of one word of nuclear weapon would stop.
No.
Well, it
It'd
says
blow it
right
all-
here,
it'd blow
lava
it all away.
spills
It-
downhill
it
in
would.
this image taken from a whole bunch of different parts of the lower east pit zone during eruptions during the 19th. It's swallowed up. I mean, more than look. It's a slow process. It's not like a forest fire that just burns thousands of acres at a
Right,
time.
and well, it's not like St. Helens.
Exactly right.
You know, St. Helens was an
Right.
explosive eruption.
and
It happened all of a sudden. Nobody knew it was coming, and boom!
Right.
You had freaking volcano everywhere. This is, and you're right. This is a slow process.
Yeah.
Now, could it become a St. Helens? Well, yeah, if it builds up enough pressure and there's nowhere for it to go, it's going to blow.
It doesn't seem like it's going.
Guess
it
what?
seems like it's doing it more.
Guess what? That's the forces of nature.
That's right.
That's the forces of the earth.
That's right.
You know, that's just the way things are. It's been happening on this planet ever since this planet began, and it'll continue
Or it could
happening long after we're gone.
Really more intense.
You know,
Even.
but this, you know, they're fortunate that it wasn't an explosive eruption
Well, okay, but it could still
because
happen,
they've
so-
got time to get the hell out the way.
right.
Right.
But if you have
You
all
know,
these
so-
fissures, they're so spread out, you would think it would
Oh, yeah.
be releasing some pressure that way, and it wouldn't.
Well,
Explode.
and you got to understand that whole island is nothing but a volcano.
Yeah, that's
That's
Black
what
Sand
built that
beaches.
island.
Yeah,
It's-
I've been on the Black
That
Sand beaches. Yeah.
I mean, all of the Hawaiian islands are volcanic
yeah,
islands.
That's true.
They were built by that big ass volcano that's the
why you
center
pay
of the
my
big island.
insurance.
You know.
When you live there,
So-
insurance? What? No, no, I don't think so.
Well, the thing is that there's no deaths right now, and
That's right.
and they've had plenty.
Yes.
Of, they've had plenty of
Time.
warning.
Yep.
Right.
And you know, and these people are standing 200 yards away from this thing, and you know, 200 yards away, I don't think is far enough. Especially with all the gases.
hell no.
With all the gases that are pouring out, and
Right,
you know,
the lace.
the toxic, toxic part right now is
Sure.
getting so
A lot of haze.
tightening. I mean, because it's
Yeah.
so thick, people are getting scared, and you know they should be scared. And
Oh yeah.
and it's
They
time.
should be.
It's time to think about what they need to do next. It's not. You know, scientists are saying right now it's not going to stop anytime soon.
Move.
Yeah, move. Just
Move.
get. You got to get out
Pack
of that
your
part
shit.
of the island.
Get everything you want to keep,
Right, that's
and
what-
get the
yeah.
hell out.
That's right.
That's
Right.
what they say.
You
Well,
know.
they didn't really say that to people of Harvey, but you know, because hurricanes are quicker. But still, you're going to
So are forest fires. I mean, anything like that is. If you're going to stand around in front of death, you're going to get hit. I mean, that's just the way it is. And one
Oh,
way or
yeah.
another.
Some guy got firebombed on his damn porch.
A lot of lot. You know, really,
What the hell?
I really,
Dude,
it sounds
it's a
stupid,
volcano.
but I really
Leave.
did like that movie. I did like that movie, and if you saw it,
Which one?
Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, Tommy Lee Jones is just good. Anyway.
Are you talking about Volcano?
Yes, and
Him
I
and
like.
Anne
I know
Heche?
it's stupid.
I love
yes.
that movie. I love
They
Anne
didn't-
Heche.
I know. I like
Even
her
though
too.
she's
And
lesbian,
that's-
I still love her.
I liked her too.
I
And
do.
she was really good. It was a good part. Toward the end,
She
I
was
like,
hot
okay.
in that movie.
Well, but it was.
You know.
It was.
Especially when the
It
lava
was
almost
stupid,
got her.
but it was
She's
good.
really hot then.
Anyway, they talked about lava bombs. And when he said he got hit by a lava bomb, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
well, I knew what the reference was.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm sure that there's probably not a geological survey that says these are called lava bombs. I mean, maybe
Sure.
they are.
Oh,
I-
no, they are. They are actually called lava bombs.
well, all right then.
Yeah. So.
I knew what they meant though. Just you know, I was like, can
Well,
you
all
imagine
it
one of those
is,
things
all,
coming?
all a lava bomb is
You're just
a
sitting-
big chunk of molten
molten
rock
That gets shot out of the
that
yeah.
gets shot out of the volcano and lands on your house, and it's called a bomb
Right.
because it blows it the fuck
Yeah,
up.
you know, can you imagine? You're just sitting there, having sweet tea on a Sunday afternoon, and hello.
Yeah, that was probably mine. Let me turn this thing down. Yeah, it wasn't mine.
This Mount Howland was 37 years ago, and 57 deaths
Right.
were taken. And, you know, this could be completely avoided if everybody just steps back and say, okay, look, you get 2,000 people. They're already displaced from their homes. They're displaced from their businesses. And they need to move out. I mean, that's the reality.
And you have time to do it, so you do it.
And geologists and scientists said that this is going to be a different part of the island. The island's either going to get bigger or it's going to blow up. And it's a big island. That's why they call it the Big Island. And, you know, it's like he said, it's not the first time this has ever happened. It's happened many, many years back.
Well, that's how they were formed initially,
Right. I mean, just think about, you know, Old Faithful and all that stuff in Montana. I mean, they're the biggest craters in the world out there that could blow at any time, and it would take out pretty much most of the United States
But
if it
that's
ever
what
blows.
he was saying earlier.
Right.
Really, they're basically volcanoes.
That's all they are.
That's what Hawaii is.
It's such a beautiful island. It's been created. But you know what? I feel bad for
Yeah.
all those people that are displaced and they're going through a whole bunch of stuff. And, you know, we got to give a thought out and see, you know, what the people are going to do. Are they going to be smart or are they going to be stupid? I mean, the biggest thing is everybody wants to see the most incredible thing. It's called Mother Nature.
Sure.
And it is absolutely beautiful. You can look it up on YouTube and you can see it live.
Yeah.
They got a broadcast
It
24/7.
sounds
Sure.
like it's just like a waterfall.
Yeah, it does.
It's
You
really,
get the birds chirping. It's dark
Yeah.
24/7 like Alaska.
She was saying it's kind of it's kind of peaceful and then just deadly at the same time. Peaceful and venomous.
Mhm.
She didn't say venomous. But that's a better word. But it's quiet and you can hear it. And it's kind of calming.
Mhm.
But then you look at it and you realize that how
Yeah.
deadly it is. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
That's pretty
it's
cool.
kind of
What is
interesting
that?
to see.
It's the background. It's like a scratch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not your ears.
I thought it was a dog barking.
Well, last night we had Norma Jean with us last
Sitting
night.
for Crimson.
Yeah, and she's sitting back in the background here
Yeah,
as a
she
guest
is.
tonight, and we really had a good time with her. It was a lot of
We
fun.
always have a good time with
Yeah,
her.
it was a lot of fun, and Clay was off today, and we barbecued again. Every time Clay's off, we get to barbecue, which is a lot of
Yahoo!
fun.
That's kind of like that.
That's right.
It
One of
breaks
my
our
hobbies.
heart.
And it's good eats, man. It's good eats.
Yeah, it's nice to work all day and then have someone else cook for you.
Isn't it nice?
Yes.
It is nice.
And it's usually really, really good.
Yeah, the only shitty thing is that we got to clean it up. But we're used to doing that, aren't we?
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what you do every day.
For housekeepers.
Norma did all the dishes. She did all the dishes.
She did.
Yeah, absolutely, she did.
You go, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so
We
I wanna give a shout out to my niece.
Okay.
She graduated high school today.
All right.
She did.
I just got a picture from my mom of her getting a diploma on the stage.
That's cool.
And Mom said she wasn't going this morning when I talked to her, but I guess she changed her mind and she showed up down there. So,
why wasn't she going today? Why didn't she want to go?
Because it's a long drive. Well, it's not a long drive, but it wasn't in where she's at.
Okay.
And it was in a town just south of there at a university where it's covered and, you know, don't have to worry about the weather. But it's not in a real good part of town. Look, my mom's 79. She didn't want to have to drive down there at night. She doesn't like that.
No, your mom doesn't like to drive at night.
No, she doesn't. She hates driving at night. And she doesn't feel safe. But I guess that my stepsister, or my sister, hell, she's been my stepsister for 30 years. I guess they went down there together. And because she just texted me a picture of my niece getting her diploma on the stage. And so it's good for her. She's fixing to go to Auburn University this fall. And guess what? Hey,
that's awesome.
She's an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
She grew up a Crimson Tide fan.
That'll be interesting.
Because her mama's a Crimson Tide fan. So she's grown up an Alabama fan. But she wants to be a vet. She wants to be a veterinarian. She's been wanting to be a veterinarian since she's about 10, 11, 12 years old. And Auburn is one of the premier veterinarian programs in the country.
Isn't that fantastic?
You know, they got a great vet program there. So that's why she's going there. And
she's a special girl then because, in my opinion, it takes a special kind of person to deal with injured animals.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's like the people that work at St. Jude. You know, to deal with children that are dying of cancer and you know, that kind of thing, or you know, a nurse or a teacher, either one, or you dealing with Mr. Stupid on a basis. It's all the same kind of thing.
It's a pretty good comparison there. I don't know if it was the nurse part or the teacher part, but one of them was applicable.
He's still sucking on a tit, no matter what. That's the way I look at it.
But I mean, to be, you know, I mean, anyway, that's a side note. To be a vet, I couldn't, you know, it's hard enough to deal with people that are hurt or sick, but pets, animals that are injured, I couldn't do it. I mean, I just could, you know, it takes a special. Yeah, it really does. So good for her.
She worked hard. That's what it is. It's, you know, like I told Stupid all the time about his kids going to school. I mean, these kids are going to school and they're going to be, you know, either doctors or whatever they're going to do. And every time I see the kids, I said, you guys are hard at work, you know? That's good. You guys got a job right now. That's what you got to do. You know, that's what everybody should... Kids should be looking at it that way. It's a job. You know, going to school is a job. It's not...
Of course it is.
It's not like, oh, I'm just going to school.
No, it's not. It's not.
Work.
Look, once you get out of high school, it becomes a job.
Right.
Well, especially when you work full-time and go to school full-time. It's a job and a job.
Look, when I got out of high school and went to college, it wasn't a job to me. But when I got out of the military and went to college, it was a job.
Yeah. When I was pushing a lawnmower at 7, I figured I was pushing a lawnmower because I was working. And then when I woke up in the morning time, I had to wake up and go to school. I knew I was working then because I had to figure out how to get through the day.
Right.
And then come home and mow lawns again.
But college didn't become a job to me till I was older.
Really?
And I understood, when I went back, I understood that it was a job. And then I had to apply myself like it was a job. When I first went to college, I didn't.
You don't ever really hear that though. You don't ever hear that.
The way I got through it was to consider it as like 2 different jobs or 2 different shifts. So I'd get up in the morning and I'd go to school, and then I'd go home and I'd like change clothes, and then I'm starting over a different shift with the same job.
Yeah.
But different. So it was like it wasn't one big long day, which it was. But I had to, in my head, I had to compartmentalize. How do you say that?
Yeah.
Compartmentalize. Thank you. I can't say it, but you know what I'm saying. So I'd go home and I'd eat and I'd relax, and then I'd start over.
Right.
And that's how you work full time and you go to school full time. Yeah. And that's all I ever did when I was in school, college. I mean, you had to. I had to. You know.
I used to go smoke cigarettes for my break. That's cool.
Then,
I was called a grit.
And then
I just used to go to the frat house and get drunk.
Well, then why did it take me 10 years to get through college?
Okay, guys.
Then
Well, no, I mean, we're thinking about
it
it.
took me 10 years to get a 4-year degree.
Well, I mean, 10 years to get a 4-year. Well, look, it doesn't matter how
Because I
long
took
it
3
took you
years
to
off.
work
I
that
took-
long. It's like part-time work then. I mean,
Or it was part-time school. I ended up being part-time school, full-time work.
right.
'Cause
So,
I
I
had to
mean,
live.
you had to live. You still had to. You had to do what you were doing to make your ends meet where your life was at.
I tell you what, when I finally just got my 4-year degree, I cried when I was across the stage. I was like, "You will never see me again."
I still
like,
don't have mine. I've got enough hours to have one, but they're not all in the right place, so I don't have one.
But you know,
I won't ever have
I
one.
learned
I don't
more
need
from
one now.
experience than I
Yeah.
did through education. I learned more from on-the-job experience
Oh,
than
yeah.
I did through education.
You've
But-
got plenty of degrees. They're different. They're different angles.
Yes, you're right. I did learn more on the job than I did in school. But some of the stuff that I learned in school
It comes out every now and then.
has helped me
Right.
with
What you're doing
some of the
now.
stuff I've done.
Right. It does.
Because
it does.
I was headed towards a business degree, and what I'm doing now, a lot of the stuff that I learned in some of the classes I took, like my accounting classes, and it's like I deal with a profit and loss statement, a P&L,
Right.
all the time.
Right.
And the fact that I've had
I live
those classes, I know how to look at a P&L and understand it,
Right.
whereas somebody that hasn't had that
Yeah.
struggles with it.
Right.
Because it can be a foreign language.
Yeah, and sometimes things come
I
out.
got to interject.
Yeah, it
You
can be
could
a
just
foreign language.
you could just look at me and I'm a PL and PNL. I'm a PNL.
Profit
How's
loss.
that?
Yeah,
That's
I'm a
what
profit
it
loss.
is. Profit
You're a
loss.
profit.
Definitely, I'm a walking
Oh, yeah.
profit loss.
I mean, I get a P&L statement after every period.
I'm giving you one right now.
You know,
How's that?
I lose profit every single day.
No, you're a profit for your boss.
I'm a full report.
he is.
I am.
I can see the 3 parts of a P&L all over him.
Nothing like
Again.
showing chicken shit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know. That's
Well, no, it's profit.
Chicken
It's
shit.
profit for
Mr.
him.
Stupid
Yeah.
at work again.
It's profit for him. But yeah, even Roy Biden was like, "What is that smell?" I was like, "It's chicken shit." It really is chicken shit. I'm not kidding. It's literally.
It's $9 a bag. It's expensive shit. I wish I could sell my shit for $9 a bag.
You have to pay for the fertilizer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
And normally, I mean, there's a lot of chicken
Go-
shit floating. There's a
go
lot of
fer-
chicken,
go fertilize
chicken
my
shit
weeds.
floating around here normally, but that was literally chicken shit floating around here.
Unbelievable.
I'm just saying.
Days never end. Man, oh man. Well, I'm glad that
What makes
we got through.
pro?
I'm glad she graduated today.
Yes.
And, she should feel really proud, and your mom should
We're
feel
proud of her.
really proud of
I'm
her.
glad
too.
my mom made it.
I'm glad she did.
Because when I talked to her this morning, she wasn't going.
She was a little nervous when she.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's what it was.
I'll call her tomorrow and find out.
Yeah. Tell her I said hey, man.
I will. I sure will.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, my mom said hello to you.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she was
She ever
telling
get her card?
She's so cute.
She sure didn't.
She still.
She did get it.
No, she sure did not.
Oh.
Oh, she doesn't have it.
Nope.
Really?
No, and she was like, I said, I can't believe it. She goes, whatever, I believe it. She goes, believe it because
That's
this
the
is
first
what
time it's
happened.
ever happened.
So it's
Look,
either.
I'm upset she didn't get it. 'cause
I know.
put a nice little thing in there.
I know. I already told her about it. It was like, look,
Yeah.
yeah. I said it said roll tide and then go Bucks, and then she goes, oh, is that why Clay was so adamant to know why I hadn't got my card yet?
Yeah,
I was like,
I wanted her to see that.
Yeah. So then I told her about your
I knew she'd get a kick out of it.
yeah. She wanted to tell me something. She wanted me to tell you a story about when they won the national championship.
The only time.
This past year, look, this past season, she said that when they all went to the White House, and do you remember this? Do you know they went to the White House, right?
Well, yeah, they go to the White House the championship team goes every year.
All right.
So,
Anyway.
well, y'all
So
won-
anyway,
y'all won
here's
in-
a sentimental
y'all won in-
story
in
from my mom. My mom's,
13, right?
What?
Didn't y'all win in 13?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
What time?
Roll Tide. What?
Well, that's fine.
Oh, Buckeye.
God.
Buckeye. Anyway, she wanted to say something about, Donald Trump and all the men. One guy stood up and he said, let's just pray around Donald, the president of the United States, and they all surrounded him, and she said, you should have seen Donald's face, man. He could not believe these young men were so groomed so well to be champions, and to come to the commander-in-chief.
Wow.
Wanted to pray for him.
Sure.
Wow.
And that was pretty cool. My mom thought it was a remarkable story. She said she goes, now look, I saved it. Mom was like, why would you save anything from Alabama? This is killed me. So I saved the pictures because I wanted to send it to you so you could show Clay.
Aww.
So anyway, I said, well, why don't you do me one big favor? So she's going to send you, we're going to get a picture to you. She's going to have it framed for you.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
All right.
I'll hang that on my wall.
Along with
the rest of
along with all the other shit that I've hung on your wall. I told her about the big blanket. She goes, "Got to get a picture of that and show me that." And I'm like, "Well, what it's gonna be is like one of those snapshots that you delete in 10 seconds."
Snapchat.
Or it'll come through
Snapchat gone in 10 seconds. Well, they say it's gone in 10 seconds.
I said, "Good, you'll never see it." Anyway, we talk about Alabama all the time. He's got most of his stuff in his room is pretty much from everything I collected from Lower Alabama. That's right where we live.
Wow. I didn't realize that.
Have you ever been in his room?
Oh, you should see
Oh my God,
it.
you gotta see his room.
Give me your key. I'll show
My key's sitting
I
right
got
there.
a key right here.
Yeah, it's right there. There's my key right there. But anyway, that's what friends are for. I've got nothing from Ohio State from this son of a bitch, but it's okay.
When the hell have I had time to do anything?
On your day offs.
I'll work on it.
No.
When's your birthday?
September.
Oh, good. That gives me 3 months.
Oh,
I might be able to get something done by then.
Also, she would like to. She told me she wanted you to know this. That if you need to look at any quarterbacks this year, you better look at Ohio State Buckeyes quarterback this year.
Wow, we got 2.
It doesn't matter. No, we've got the golden shoulder, man.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. It don't matter.
We got 2.
I'm not.
One of them from Hawaii. Speaking of volcanoes.
Yeah, that's why you got the hell out of there, right? Yeah. Well, listen, I'm not pledging any bets yet.
Oh no, look.
I'm not pledging any bets yet. Wait, let me finish this. I'm not pledging any bets, but when the first part of the season starts, okay, we are going to bet this year.
Okay.
All right. And you got to think about what
Don't
you
bet
want
with
to bet.
him because if he loses, he will not go through with.
No. This is different.
Oh yeah, it's completely different.
Yeah, this is different.
Okay, never mind.
I know you still need a massage. So. This is football though. That's different.
All us here in football and massage.
Anyway, let's go back to football.
All right.
It's a man thing. But
Exactly.
you best think about what you want.
I'll stay.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you what I want.
All right.
And then what we're going to do is I already
know what I want.
It's going to be within the realms of my
Oh, it
paycheck.
is.
Okay.
It is.
All right, boy.
Maybe.
I don't have one. So anyway,
So no.
we'll figure this out before the season starts.
Okay.
1 week before it, and then I'll predict how many games you guys will win, and you'll predict how many games I will win. That's the bet. Yeah. Hey, Kathy J.
Okay,
how you doing?
Maybe
Kathy
not.
J.
I tell you what. Let's change that a little bit and bet who's going to get further into the playoffs.
Really?
Not as necessarily how many games they're going to win.
Hey, Kathy
Because
J.
we could lose
1
a
second.
game and still get in the playoffs.
I know. Hey, Kathy
So
J.
could y'all.
That was pretty scary stuff down there in Panama City, wasn't it? Yeah. 3 blocks from you. That's pretty darn close.
You could hear it from where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she was close then.
Yeah, she was real close.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was a long day for you, huh? Well, I mean, look,
We're glad you're okay.
it's sad. It's sad for the loss of the person's life on the other side of our part of Florida here, on the upper side of the Panhandle and Santa Rosa, and I'm glad nobody else got hurt, because that guy was crazy.
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah, and I'm glad you're safe. Hey, look, when we saw that live, or actually saw the video come out with all those gunshots, were you able to hear all those gunshots from where you were at?
She said, oh my God, yes.
Yeah, I was wondering if she heard it. I'll tell you what, it was a big media day for Panama City, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we made national news.
Yeah, we did. We made national news. We were on Fox, and boy, oh boy. But you know what? The people that are safe, and the
Nobody
ones that
else
are
got hurt. Right.
we want to make sure everybody's. We all need to stand as a community and protect each other. No, just the fire engines and helicopters, huh?
Okay.
Well, good. Hey, Kathy
right,
Jane,
then.
thanks for coming on here.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
That's pretty cool.
Normally we talk about funnier, more lighthearted things, but it was a very serious event that happened.
It sure
and
was.
It affects all of us.
It was listen. Where we're at about a year, about a year ago, about a year and a half ago, we were involved. I was involved in the shooting, and so was Julian. You know what?
Well, hell, I was here.
Yeah, you were here. You were in the
Hell, I
shower.
just stopped out of the shower.
And
I was butt-ass naked.
I was about a bullet grazed me about a foot and hurt it hit a car and that was the scariest day of my life and I'll never forget it. And look,
Scary
you know what?
to marry me?
Yeah, huh?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm scary and marrying you. Oh, come on now, lady. That was the
sorry.
scariest thing I ever had.
I'm
in
trying to
my
make.
life.
I'm sorry.
No.
I'm kidding.
But anyway, no joking. No, all joking aside, it's you know, you never know what's going to happen.
Right.
No, you didn't interrupt. Hey, Kathy, you didn't interrupt. I'm glad that
We're
you came
glad
on.
you're chatting. Nice
Um,
to have you.
Panama City's pretty cool, isn't it?
Look, we interrupt each other all the time, so interrupting is nothing for us.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
We're just
hard to
talking.
get a word in,
We were
see?
talking about a little bit about that we had. It's not that big of a deal. We've had only this rival for since we met.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so now I already know what the bet is.
All right.
Dinner at Angelo's.
So, Kathy Jane, who do you pick, Ohio State or Alabama, to have the better season?
That's fine with me.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to have to be next year.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Of course, it doesn't pay off till after the championship because when we win, you're buying me a steak. So that's what the bet is. All right, that's what the bet is. Who gets further into the playoffs? Not necessarily who
Wins the most games.
wins and losses. That's because
I mean, I'm calling this
we
bet.
could lose conference game
I say who has a
and
better
still
season.
win the SEC and go to the playoffs.
Okay,
So
well,
could you.
Well, yeah, I know.
You
Who
know,
has
so
a better season, wins or losses?
FSU,
you don't want to bet on wins and losses.
Yeah.
You want to bet on who gets further into the playoffs.
Right.
No, I want to bet who has better,
I mean-
who has more wins or losses.
Okay,
That's the better season.
she's screaming FSU and she has no coach now and no players now and because Jimbo left. Jimbo left. He bolted for A&M. So he went to the conference where he should be is the SEC. And look, don't get me wrong.
Hey, Kathy Jane.
He's a good coach, and I like
this is
Jimbo.
the only drama side of it have here.
I like Jimbo.
If he was a drama coach,
and
he'd be a good one.
I tell you what, he'll do a good job at A&M. Just like Kirby's doing a good job at Georgia.
Read it.
Yeah. Well, you know, Winston left because why?
Hell, Winston went pro.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Cha-ching.
Money.
Look, what you have to do is you have to build a program like Saban has,
Yeah.
to where you've got turnover. Because you're going to have turnover. When you're a good coach and you're a good college coach,
That's the idea.
you're going to be putting guys into the pros after 3 years.
Well, that's your job.
All right? So what it takes is good recruiting to replace those guys. And that's what Saban's accomplished at Alabama.
That's right.
He's been able to
That's why
put
he's-
people into the pros and replace them with the recruits that he's brought in. It was a record this past year. SEC put a record number of players into the pros.
Well, see, that's why he gets the big bucks.
That's right.
Most of them coming from Alabama.
That's right. And that's why we're going to have our morning show with Crimson in the morning live.
Well, yeah, come fall time, I'll do that.
I bet you could.
Yeah, when it's time for football, I'll talk about football.
Well,
I'll
then
talk about football for a long time.
Why don't we go ahead and do it?
So, yeah, we can set that up. We'll start it.
No, we can-
You know, a couple
problem.
weeks before the season hits, we'll start getting in there and talk
I'll get
about
my
it.
notes ready. You get
Oh,
your
yeah, I'll
notes
get
ready.
my
All
notes.
right.
Yeah, we
All
can do
right.
that. We can absolutely do that.
Yeah, all right. So push comes to shove. That's how it goes.
It's right there.
What you doing here? I'll get
The
you.
football. No. The football.
Oh, the football.
The football.
What do you need football for?
'Cause
Nobody
I'm
can see
talking
the
about
football. All right, Julie wants to play football while we have headphones on. That's
You're
not
going to
going
play
to
football.
Yeah. Anyway. It's
Oh,
in the jar.
she's going for the football. Oh no! Don't be
What
throwing
are you
no
looking
footballs
for?
around. We got equipment in here.
You're kidding?
No, it's a real football. It's a-
Oh, my.
Oh, Will.
Oh, there it is,
I
right
can't
there,
even
baby.
reach.
It's right there.
Oh, that's not a football.
Oh,
There
there you go.
There you
That's
go.
Oh, my God.
She found it.
There's
There's the football.
All right.
Don't throw it at nobody.
Yeah,
Come on,
there's
come
no throwing football in the studio. We don't have that.
Oh.
I am born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I am New York.
Brooklyn.
Yankee.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am
the
so
Yankees.
sorry. So sorry.
Uh-huh.
That's okay, though.
No, why? What's wrong with
Actually, I was in the military with a guy from Westchester. And,
mentioned this.
New York guy.
that? Yeah.
His name was Mike Nicko.
Huh.
He was a good guy.
Good guy.
He was a good roommate, and he was an
They're
awesome
hard to
dude.
find.
My father was born in the
Hard to
Bronx.
find.
Yeah.
And the
He wasn't from
Pasquales,
the Bronx. He's from Westchester, just a little upstate,
And-
out of the city.
all my cousins were
A
up
little
there.
bit of money,
Yep.
Don't you think good roommates
all,
are hard to find?
all his cousins were, they grew up in the Hamptons.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll tell you what. It's pretty cool. Hey, can I kick anybody's ass?
Hey, I can kick anybody's ass.
Uh-huh. Oh, what the hell is that?
Who
I mean,
can?
I don't know what that means.
Kathy
I mean,
Jane is apparently
I
upset
lost
about what you
connection.
said about her New York team. She's going to kick your
no, look, I love the Yankees, man. I've always did. I don't even know what to do with that. That's the first time I've ever seen anything captioned up like that. So
I know.
oh,
Got our attention, didn't it?
yeah, it got my attention. Hey, I can kick
Got my
anybody's
attention.
ass. Interesting.
All right, I lost connection, so I can't see it on mine.
Okay.
Someone wants to kick your
It's probably a good thing.
All 411.
4'11" and 100 pounds.
Ooh, you know yours as tall as my sister.
All right, so y'all call her Kathy Jane. I'm gonna call her a little bit.
I'm gonna call her little sis.
No, I got a new girl at work. She's about the same, 4'11" and 100 pounds, and I call her a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, she's got the same name as another one of my employees, so I've got to do something because when I yell their name, they both turn.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to have a
she said
nickname
she'd take a
somewhere.
little
That's
So I'm gonna call her a
As
little
she
bit.
kicks your ass, she's going to take a little bit. Oh.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you. Hey, my sister's the same height as you are. I think she's probably a little bit
So
heavier
is my
than you, about
stepsister.
110.
Now, she doesn't weigh 100. She weighs about 140.
Oh,
She's a
wow.
little thick.
You know,
But she's short now. She's 4'11".
you see the picture of my sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No bitches
It was
in the house.
Yep, your sister's 4'11".
Yeah, 4'11".
Holy shit, and you're 6'3".
Yep. Yeah. I'm the tallest in my whole entire generation. Julie's 6'7". She still weighs 110
Kathy
pounds.
Jane knows it. Little bits in the house. See, she knows a good name when she hears it. Little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
She's gonna change her screen name to Kathy. It's Little Bit Jane.
She's Panama City, New York.
Little
Bronx
bit
girl.
Panama
That's
City.
right. That's right.
There you go.
Go Yankees. I like it.
I'm itsy bitsy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Itsy
true.
Bitsy. That's a good name for you too. It is.
She is.
Norma Jean in the background. I'm Itsy Bitsy.
No,
Yankees in the
I
spring,
just
summer
call
for the
myself big old
FSU
fat
winner.
boy. I just call myself big old fat boy. I'm about 5'9" both ways.
It's her new name, huh?
Not quite, but you know.
That's her new name now.
I'm
she said.
hefty now. I'm a hefty, stocky guy. You know,
Yeah,
kind of guy.
you're not medium husky anymore. You're just heavy duty.
I'm just I'm
Yeah,
just
one of
big.
Shamika's friends said, "Look, if I could be just as skinny as you for one day," and I said, "Come to work with me
Wait a
for
minute.
1 week."
What did we got? We got called today. 2 gingerbread.
Oh, well, yeah, we're gingerbread people.
I was like, what
Who
the?
said that?
the
orphan.
The
Who?
the guy that came to see us to visit all the rooms, just to
Oh, he called you really?
gingerbread people.
gingerbread people.
Gingerbread.
Yeah, I
Have you
like,
ever heard that?
What the hell is he talking
I don't
about?
know.
I guess
Little bit,
our
'cause-
we're
Dude was kind of weird. I talked to him for a minute. He was a little weird.
I guess
Oh, yeah.
because we're
Right off the bat, he's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, "Ohio," and he goes,
Here?
"No," and he goes, "Well, I just got back. I've been I was here for 20 years, or I left for 20 years, and I just came back from South Carolina." I said, "Okay." And he got real
Okay,
quiet.
whatever.
Yeah. So then,
All right. So-
10 seconds later, I let him in the room, and these 2 guys that are in the room, and he said the same thing to him. They're like, "Okay."
And is there a
Okay.
point to the story?
Yeah.
What's your point, dude? He didn't say that to me.
Hi, Kathy J, man. Watch the voice.
Oh, she's watching TV.
Oh, all
No,
right.
no. That's
Well,
not her
was-
name, though. It's a little
BRB,
bit.
got it.
Little bit, man. We'll see in a
Little
minute.
bit's watching
Yes.
the voice.
That's right. All right. Well,
Maybe tomorrow night. You don't know.
heck, man, I haven't even followed it.
Oh, she'll
No,
be
she's
back.
gonna-
She said be right back.
said
She's got to
go see
watch
us.
the finale. It's 9. Yeah, it's about to be over with. It'll be over at 10. So she got about 8 minutes. She'll be back.
That's cool, man. No, it doesn't matter. That's pretty cool.
All right.
It is cool.
Yeah.
I like it. I
That's
love
fun.
it. I want some more of it.
That's
Uh-huh.
it. Ah, a little bit.
That's the story of my life. Did I write that song?
No, I don't think you
I
did.
need to find out if Little Bit's single or not.
No, I don't know. I couldn't tell you
She
that.
may be. She may not.
This
I am.
This is not a dating
Well,
site.
we were going to do that though.
What?
Oh, she see.
No.
No.
Wait.
Stop.
Amber, time out. No, listen. No, stop.
Loose lips sink ships.
No, wait. No, stop. First off, it's natural for her to say we.
I know it is.
And I have nothing to do with it.
I know you didn't.
No, I didn't.
But loose lips sink ships.
Yeah, we know that.
It was my idea. It really was.
She's got something in her head. She let it slip.
Yeah.
Every time.
Oh my God.
Every
It
time.
just doesn't matter.
She can't keep a secret.
Nope. What?
About anything.
But I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be cute. Why don't we do like
Funny and cute.
if you're gonna do like a live stream with the video and the whole thing, or you're gonna do a radio theater, why don't we do a dating game for Clay and have?
Oh hell no!
Why not?
I'm not that desperate.
Well, but that would be fun. Don't you think it'd be fun? Or
No,
do a
not
dating-
really.
Do you think I'm that desperate?
Or do a dating game for me.
What?
Okay.
All right.
We'll let him talk
no,
about
check-
that.
This is how confusing the we part gets. Because I'm not involved with this anymore.
I'm not either.
All right, let's not make any of us. Let's
I'm
just
not doing a dating game. Look, I don't
Alright, so
want
it's
a
not
dating game.
Okay, let me.
I'm on Tinder.
Okay,
That's
all right,
enough.
so it's not about you then. Let's.
All right, let's hear her out.
It's not about
Okay.
you.
Let's
It's
see how
about,
long this is.
So let's just pick someone who dating it.
Okay.
Jonathan.
No, my brother.
We'll do, or John, right? And do a dating game. Wouldn't that be fun? Don't you think it would be?
I would think it'd be interesting.
I think it'll be hilarious.
I do too.
That's what I think.
I think it would be.
Yeah.
You put him on some kind of dating game. It's going to be
Can you hear me
absolutely
now?
hilarious.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We could hear you before. You couldn't hear
I
me.
No,
could.
she's not
I
even
was
plugged
not
in.
Oh, you weren't plugged in?
No.
I told you to plug her in.
I did. For
What?
some-
You didn't.
Yes, I did. You must have
You
got
just
it.
now did.
Can you hear us now?
Now I can hear you.
Okay.
She's been
So
very-
you've been sitting there the whole time, couldn't
Just
hear
talking like
nothing
Janora.
in your headphones.
No, nothing at all. She's just sitting there keeping her ears
And
on.
didn't think to say, hey, I can't hear anything in my headphones.
I was listening to you. I mean, I'm sitting right here. It's not like I was that far away.
Yeah, but there's a difference between this and listening in the headphones.
Well, it's just more echo. It's a bit more
Well, that and
pronounced,
there's
but I can still.
background
It's not like I can.
Okay. Well, anyway, we got past that.
Background
so
music.
we're gonna go back to a dating game thing, or whatever you want to call it. A setup, line up, stream up, stream in,
Do
whatever.
you think John? First, we have to find a willing.
Do I think
we have
John
a
would
willing
be into it?
participant.
I think we should really concentrate on
Japan.
doing a 50s broadcast.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
We'll do the
that's
dating
gone so
game
far.
later.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah,
Well,
And we'll do the dating game later.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Let's do the. I want to do the radio theater first.
Yeah.
Or
We need to
like
really.
a bachelor
I do.
thing.
And John wants to be involved in that.
That'd be great.
I told him about tonight. He said, "Yeah, man, hell
all we
yeah,
gotta do is
shit,
get
I'd
another splitter. We
I'd
can split
love
up.
to be involved in
We
that."
can get another split.
Yeah, he did drama in high
That's
school.
right, you talked about that,
so,
y'all did.
I think it'd be a blast.
I've never done any kind of. Well, I did something in church when I was a kid,
Mhm.
but as part of the choir, I was the narrator.
Well,
You talking about a shit ton of lines I had to learn.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh my God, I had more lines to learn than anybody else because I was narrating the whole damn thing, but I learned them,
Well, there you go.
Well,
and I was like
here's
8 or 9 years old. But
Here's-
that's the last time I did anything as far as any kind of stage work or anything
Now I can
like
actually
That's
hear
a-
what, I can actually hear what you're saying.
Yeah, right.
that.
Did she just start and roll?
She just said that.
Oh my God.
She did. She just said that.
Well, that's a kick in the balls. It's a kick in the balls. She finally just started listening. That's what it was.
She just been sitting there talking about anything and didn't know anything we were talking about.
We're gonna
She
roll
couldn't
this.
hear it.
You're gonna
Well,
do-
that
Nope.
happens all the time
Why?
anyway, you know?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really does. Like, where was that bridge? We have no idea what you're talking about.
Hey, look here. It's all right there. Bay Area Council of Economic Institutions. California. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's it. Not
No,
Dade
that's
County.
California.
Yeah,
That's San Francisco, man.
Different bay, baby.
well, you know, they all got a
Completely
bay.
different
There's
bay.
Bay County and like,
That's my girlfriend right there, and you know that, right?
This is where we change subjects.
let's see. Home Beach Home.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look. So we need to
What
concentrate
time
on
is it
that.
anyway?
One way. I know you're closing.
Concentrate on what?
Next 2 days, you're closing.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So then you look up what you want to pick out and try to find a couple scripts because we're working during the day and see if you can find any. If you can, we'll do it. Plug it in. We'll get it printed somewhere.
All right, I'll
Script it out.
I know who I want to listen to, and I'll pull some of those up
All right.
and
Find some. If we can,
find a good episode
It's got some comedy in it.
And well, I think they all do.
Yeah, they do.
I think they all, every one of them do.
We need to have a.
And I'll see if I can find a script, because I know there are scripts out there, and for that one, there's probably going to be a plentiful supply of scripts.
Yeah.
So if I can find an episode with a script that's a decent, and we'll recreate it.
I'm just thinking it should be you guys, and maybe I should narrate, because I don't have a lot of different voices in.
You don't need to.
No.
I mean, I have different characters.
There's not really any narrating in it.
There really isn't.
Because I don't have.
You have male and female parts.
I don't really have any voices.
You don't have to.
You don't need them.
You do. Are you kidding me?
You don't really need them.
They're all in her head. She doesn't know.
You know, and there's usually only look, this is from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. There's only like 1 or 2 females in it.
Yeah.
It's male dominated.
But we can change it. We can change it.
I prefer that.
What, you like being dominated by male?
Well, that's...
As opposed to being dominated by a female?
Yeah, I prefer males.
Or she-male.
All right, she's got her hand up.
I prefer, yeah.
What you got, Norman Jean?
Where you at?
Well, I've got a different opinion. I grew up in the 50s and 60s. Yeah, well, I was born in the 50s.
Did you ever listen to Johnny Dollar on the radio?
I've heard of him, yes.
There you go. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, wow.
See, we're trying to get these 50s and 60s.
Yeah, we want to do some, we want to try to recreate some Johnny Dollar.
That's cool.
It was called radio theater. And there's all kind of stuff out there.
Radio theater, because there was no television there.
Right. Before TV got big, it was radio theater, and we're going to do some research into it. We're going to find us an episode that we like that's not too long, something that's 15, 20 minutes long.
And I don't want anybody to forget about a female figure, so that's why.
If you could find one with like a cowgirl in it, I could probably.
There she goes.
Well, that's only because you put the hat on.
She goes with the moment.
She stole my hat.
She doesn't go with the moment. She goes with the second.
That's right. So what I'm trying to say, Norma, is that we can actually change, some of the subjects, characters that are a man's role to a woman's role.
Okay. Cool.
I think we could make that work.
Possibly. Possibly. We'll have to look at it and see. It depends on.
There could be some cowgirls in there.
We'll find what we can do it with.
Yeah, well, all you gotta do is add it and twist it. Yeah.
So I'm on Real Nigga News, and he doesn't have anything new posted in about 4 days.
Yeah,
the last one he's posted, the article I told y'all to read.
It's because he's busy killing.
Did y'all read that article?
Which one?
I did.
About
the autism.
Did you find it pretty interesting?
I thought it was remarkably interesting.
I did too.
Yeah,
I thought that was a pretty good insight into Takedown Man and who he is, and
well, it's not just
some of the stuff that kind of makes him tick, and
right.
I thought it was pretty brave of him to put that kind of information out there, for everybody to see, because he exposed some of his weaknesses in it. I thought it was a real interesting article. He's got really high functioning Asperger's, which is a form of autism,
and one of the highest IQs in the country of all the people.
And so it was pretty interesting to read the article and to get some insight into him and some of the stuff that goes, that affects him.
Right.
At the same time, some of those same feelings I experience. And I don't have that, but that's why I could identify.
Right.
I mean, in a way, I could identify. I mean, I can't imagine having to live with what he has to live with.
Right.
But there, I can identify in some areas. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, if if y'all are interested in learning a little bit more about Takedown Man, you go to realnigganews.com and read his latest post. It was put up on the 18th, and it's a pretty interesting article. I was kind of surprised when I saw that he put that kind of information out there. But knowing him like I do, it's accurate. It's not bullshit. He's not pulling anybody's leg.
It seems to be from
that
the heart.
is who he is.
That's it.
And I tell you what, we wouldn't be doing this without him right now.
That's for sure.
He's a good guy. He's straightforward, and he's turned out to be a pretty good friend to all of us.
Yeah, so. He sure has, and he showed us complete trust, and he's trusted us, and at the same time, we're not here to
flashing anything out that's drama-wise. We're out here to try to create something for people to listen to. And if you guys are out there listening, it's really about us.
It is. We're having fun.
No, it's about Julie.
It's about Julie.
It's all about Julie.
Oh, is it?
That's all she cares about.
The
it's
truth behind
all about Julie.
Oh, don't you? You said you wouldn't tell.
The truth behind it is if somebody asks you if you're going to be dedicated to do something, and you know what, you expect them to go ahead and do it for a while, and all of a sudden,
That's right.
It's let go in a different way, because you don't want to disappoint that person.
That's right.
And that's why I made that complete commitment. And,
That's right.
And that's where I'm at. I mean, it's sometimes it's tough at the end of the day, and you're not so motivated. But
Yeah.
when I set up the studio part,
And when the mic goes up, it all changes.
it all changes. Just
That's right.
within about 5 seconds.
Yep.
When I say, okay, you ready, guys? We're gonna go ahead and hit it. We go, right? We're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
throughout the day, the rest of it just goes away. It really does.
Oh, I don't think about this during the day.
Yeah. I don't think
I
about the
got
day
way
during
too much
this.
other stuff to do during the day.
Right. But I said when I
But
get
when
here,
when it comes time,
Mhm.
and it's like, all right, that's the first thing in my mind. All right, let's go talk. Because that's all we're doing is sitting here talking.
That's it.
We're not doing anything else. We're not trying to kill anybody. We're not trying to get on anybody.
Nope.
We're not here to create drama for anybody.
I'm
We're just
trying
here
to
to have a
entertain,
good
actually.
conversation with
Myself or
friends
somebody
and
else?
fellowship and,
No,
talk about what's going on in the world,
Mm-hmm.
talk about what's going on in our lives, some of the fucked up shit that happens.
It
It's
does.
all good. We're just here to have a good time and hope
Yes.
everybody else has a good time and enjoys listening to what we talk about. Give them a break, give them some relief from their everyday grind. That's what this is for me. It's a break for me. I don't have to think about work, even though I'm doing work while I'm sitting here. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about it. I can sit here and just talk.
at the same time you say that you're doing work here, Julie and I we're on call 24/7.
Sure,
And
all the time.
I mean, it doesn't matter
I
what
know.
time of the morning.
5:15 in the morning, he brings the list to you. Why?
2:30 in the
It's
morning.
way too damn
2:30 in
early.
the morning. I get somebody knocking on.
Check out times 11. He's bringing you a list at 5:15,
That's right.
knocking on your door, waking you up. What?
I don't know.
Damn it, man.
But you know what?
You know?
The coolest thing is I can shut that door behind me and I can go in. I can have a cup of coffee. Keep
Oh, yeah.
my blinds closed. If he knocks on the door,
That's right.
I can say, "Look, man, I'm in the bathroom. I don't have to answer it, man.
Yeah.
I just don't have to. He'll go away." But
Eventually.
I also have to be grateful for this.
Well, yeah. I mean, you do.
Yeah.
And I understand that point, but you've earned it.
Yeah, I've got my
Both of you have.
bandana.
The job that y'all do here is absolutely amazing. To take this place and to bring it up to the level that y'all have been able to bring it up to
Thank you.
with no help from him.
Oh no. But I will have
Had you had help from him, you could take it even further.
Right.
But
Well,
the fact that you got people that are coming back just because you took care of them,
Mhm.
and
Remember that most popular word he said is, "Don't get so popular."
Oh yeah.
well, that's
What
because-
am I supposed to
then-
do? Walk
then-
around
then
with a
you're-
sheet over
then
my-
you're a threat to him.
I
Then
mean-
he's not the center. He's not the man.
No, he's just.
And that's all he wants
He's
to
not
be.
even a mascot anymore.
No, he's not.
No.
He's the fool.
That's right.
He's the court jester.
I thought it was over.
No, that's not.
What do you mean over?
I thought it
Oh,
said.
hell no, we're still broadcasting.
No, that was something else, Julie.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
She got hungry. She's eating some chicken.
Yeah.
She got up and
I
walked
wanna
away
give a
and
shout out to
picked it.
Stephen Hawkins.
Oh yeah, man, he's gone, ain't he?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
gone. He was a hell of a man.
I
And
know
he led a
was.
hell of a
He
life.
was a genius.
Oh yeah. Well, what was really amazing about him was the
I don't remember all of
the
his flaws,
the physical
but he was a genius.
the physical complications he had from his disease,
Right.
and the fact that he was able to
His mind was,
absolutely overcome that
I know.
and live as long as he did. Look, people with his
Exactly.
condition don't live that long, and that man
Exactly.
was
I know.
70
Yes.
or 80. I mean,
They only gave him
he
enough.
was,
They gave
when he
him
first diagnosed him, they gave him 2 years to live.
2 years. Yeah.
Yes, he was in.
And he
the-
lived for another
He was in
50.
a wheelchair in
Oh yeah,
30s or
yeah. I
40s?
think early
Yeah.
30s, early
Uh-huh.
30s. I think did he have MS? I think he had
Was
multiple
it
sclerosis.
MS?
I think it was MS.
okay. See that. I
And
don't
most
know.
of the time, MS people don't live out of their 40s, I
Right.
think.
And he
And
lived beyond
I mean,
that.
he was in his 70s.
And,
Wow.
I mean,
he made shows. He made.
oh yeah, he was amazing. He
I
was
know.
absolutely amazing.
I
There's
just wanted to give a shout out.
there was a documentary.
Yes.
There's a movie on. It's been on.
Yeah, on
him.
Discovery.
Was it Discovery that was on?
I think
I
it
can't remember. It
was.
was on one of the TV.
Or
I haven't seen
one of the
that.
channels. I watched it,
Or History Channel.
and
Either one.
it was amazing what he was able to overcome.
I know.
And the great thing about him is he never lost his mind. I mean,
I know.
he was always
His mind was always
lucid all the way up till he died.
Yes.
You know, it
and
was
they
amazing.
gave him those tools
mine would
to
be.
enhance
Hell, he had
it.
kids. You know,
I know.
and,
they
and
gave
his
them-
wife stayed with him for a very long time.
He was a
Yeah.
living, breathing human being
Sure he was.
with an intelligent mind.
Oh yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah,
he
he was.
had, and then he had a part of his brain that was something that
It was on a different level than mine. I can guarantee you that.
I guarantee you between all four of us,
You
it was
know,
way above our
it
minds.
was on a
I
different
know.
level.
That's
know.
why I just wanted to.
You know, you ever heard that song by Candace called "He Knew"
Yes.
off of "Point of No Return"?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I
That-
think of
there you
of,
go.
of Stephen Hawking.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
You
that's-
know, yeah, he was absolute
He was
genius.
brilliant. I
See, at one point in my life, I wanted to go into research physics, which is what he did, and so I was. I've followed him for a long time,
oh
and
my God.
yeah, it was.
Gosh.
You know,
that's okay.
of course, I
God had
loved
something to do with
Carl
it, too.
Sagan, billions and billions.
Yes, I know.
Cosmos. And his successor, Neil deGrasse Tyson, is really cool. He redid the Cosmos series, and he's got his he's got a show on one of the channels called Star Talk,
Right.
and he has guests on there, and he had Hawking. He went and interviewed Hawking.
Did he?
It was pretty cool. I like Tyson. He's a real personable, down to earth, common man that knows a shit ton about astrophysics. You know, he's a really smart guy and knows a lot. And then there's Michio Kaku, who is one of the founders of string theory. And
Japanese
he's
or Chinese?
yeah, he's a Japanese.
Japanese. Yeah.
But well, he's
I've heard
American.
of
But
that.
he's a
He's a
Japanese. He's of Japanese descent, but he's an American.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
okay.
he's
Yeah.
a theorist, right?
Yeah, he's a physicist. He's
Yeah.
a theoretical
Yeah, you
physicist.
see?
Yeah, he's
astrophysics.
on the History Channel.
Yeah, he's on the History Channel a lot. He used to be on Fox a good bit.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's right.
As a contributor. But yeah, he's one of the founders of string theory or wormholes. So he's one of the guys behind that theory.
Wormhole.
Yeah,
or
that
Wormholes.
came up with string theory and wormholes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I love
and
space.
I'm
yeah,
trying to
it's
find something hilarious.
you know,
I love
there's some amazing people that have some amazing theories and have amazing minds.
I know.
Yeah,
And,
well,
you
yeah.
know,
And
I
Stephen
always
Hawking.
wanted to be one of those people, but
I'm trying to find
I
something
figured out
funny.
a long time ago that
He was just an Alabama fan.
yeah, that I don't have the mind to be like them. Now I might be able to understand what they're doing, but I couldn't have thought about what they're
Why
doing.
does the football keep on getting in their hands and they keep winning? My theory is that they have a good coach.
It may be the team
Thank
with the
you.
most points.
We have the best coach.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll
But
Tide.
there's sometimes things go
CNS,
through.
baby.
There are
CNS.
times
Coach
that-
Nick Saban. CNS.
Hey, listen, at Crimson, there are things that go through Nick's mind sometimes that I'm like,
Oh, I don't even want to know.
I'm like,
I don't even want to know.
where did that come from? I
Hey, don't
it's
tell
like-
him.
You know,
Hey, look, he's from Ohio. He can't help it.
I'm from Ohio too.
Yeah, man.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No.
I mean, I've been known to say that. How
Look,
does,
us-
how does all
Julie,
that
look,
brain, how,
Julie,
okay,
us-
listen,
us
how does all
Southern
that brain
people-
fit in that head of yours? Where does it go?
Us Southern people, you know, we have
little
a
bit
hard
slow.
time with these people. No, we're not a bit slow.
Okay.
That and yeah, look, I got stories about that now.
Now listen, I want you to hear this real closely because you remember how you just said, I think the people in the Southern are much sweeter, much nicer.
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
Not necessarily.
That's right.
Look,
Depends on who
it
you
doesn't really
Never
change till you get up into New York and north.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So when you get up
Ohio's
into
on
New
standby, I
England,
guess.
I'm not
when
saying.
you get up into New England, all right, they're just a bunch of assholes.
Well,
up
I'm
there.
not saying that the southern people.
But look, I knew
won't stab
guys.
you in the back.
Look, I was in
but
the
they'll
military.
be smiling when they do it.
I knew guys in the military from Ohio that had more of a southern drawl than I did.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, yeah.
Exactly.
Because
Okay.
there's parts of Ohio, because Ohio's a pretty big
Rural,
state.
but yeah.
But there's parts of southern Ohio where they're, you know, they talk about like we do.
That's right.
You know, they have a very southern twang
That's
about
right.
their speech.
I understand.
I was raised.
He doesn't speak like a Yankee.
No,
he
I sure
never
don't.
has.
I will. Yeah, I can.
Yours is pretty indistinct.
It is.
It's
It-
not.
his
You
is
can't really
indistinct.
place it.
As a theorist, I would
but-
say that I have
but
an
he-
alien
he-
voice.
He's been here. He's been south long enough that the draw's starting to
Starting to
come out in his speech.
Oh hell!
See, I heard it right there.
Hellfire.
That's right. I heard it when he said
What's
that.
happening to us?
So, look,
We had this conversation the other night.
when I was in Korea, all right,
Okay.
and I was not in the South.
Start talking.
All right.
Don't do it.
My drawl would go away a little bit,
Yeah. Depends on where you are.
but then I'd talk to Mama on the phone,
And it comes, like I said.
and it comes straight back.
It's quick. Yeah, it's usually pretty quick.
And I had people saying, "Damn, where'd that drawl come from?" I said, "Well,
That's
I-
what we were
I was
talking
to
about
Mama
last night.
Yeah.
When I lived in North Carolina, and I lived, I mean, it wasn't even a week that I was there. And, and all of a sudden, it was on spot with everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't matter. Oil, Earl.
Yeah.
I mean, it was there. And
Here and there and y'all and, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, yeah.
I mean,
where
idioms
are
that
you
you'll
from?
pick up on and
tractor,
start
not
using.
tractor.
Tractor.
Tractor. My tractor. I'm like, huh?
That's what they said in North
A
Carolina.
tractor.
Tractor.
Okay, now Alabama we call them tractors.
I know. In the mountains, they call them tractor. I don't think they can take the whole
And
breath.
Panama City, they call them, what do they call them?
Non-existent,
Jeeps.
non-existent, because they don't have them
They
here.
call them Jeeps.
They're called
They
lawnmowers.
ain't, they ain't no farmland down here. They ain't got no
They're
tractors.
called landscaping crews.
No. What do they call it on the beach? What do they call it on the ocean? What do they call it on the beach? What would you call a tractor on the beach?
Out of place.
Oh, she's talking
Four
about.
wheelers.
Yeah, four wheelers. We have more. She's talking about the when they're pulling the sand. They're
Yes.
Oh, a dredge.
Dredges.
dredges.
I guess.
No,
Yeah.
not
Four-wheel
dredge.
drive.
No, on the sand.
Well, yeah, no, more of a dredge. A
Box
tractor on the
blading.
beach.
They're filtering sands. Pulling up all the trash out of
Four-wheel
it.
drive. Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? They smooth the sand
A
out.
dredge.
Yeah, it's a dredge, isn't it? It's
No,
a
dredge is when you're in the water. You're dredging the water.
So what is
Are
it
you
called?
talking about
The sand.
like that dude that was here you made the bulldozer for?
Yes.
A bulldozer.
No, not that.
That's what I call it, a
They
bulldozer.
rearranged the
Anyway,
sand.
we'll do this on the next episode. We'll figure this one out.
It's a tractor in the sand in Florida. What is it called?
So I've gave both of these guys next to me, Julie and Clay, to come up with a couple of reading stories. None of them did it, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off with the
I
winner.
did not do my homework. I failed.
I couldn't find nothing. I looked. There just wasn't
They were
nothing to talk
too
My
about.
dog ate it.
captivated.
I mean, the biggest thing on Drudge tonight was something about Dolce & Gabbana, and I was like, I don't give a shit about two designers from New York.
Do you remember how we started out this show? The thing was that
We didn't do
Kathy-
anything.
Oh, now, I did pull up the hurricane names.
yes, you did.
I got hurricane names.
You got the first one for the year.
I think it's Alberto.
Alberto.
tell
It's
you.
supposed to be a woman's name.
No, it's not.
That's what they said.
Alberto is.
Oh, they changed it.
man's name.
And
Alberta.
amazing.
Oh, Alberta.
It is Alberto.
Okay, what's
The first woman's name is
All right,
Debbie.
what's C gonna be?
Debbie.
C is Chris. You got
Debbie.
Alberto, Beryl, Chris, Debbie, Ernesto, Florence, Gordon, Helene, that's a woman's name. Isaac, Joyce, that's a woman's name. Kirk, Leslie, that's a woman's name. It looks like every other one.
Everyone was-
Yeah. that's-
So I guess
Leslie can
I
be
guess
a woman
Beryl
or a man.
I guess Beryl is a woman's name.
What's J?
Joyce.
Joyce,
Okay, N.
Nadine,
Jay could be-
Nadine.
Jay could be Jules around
P
here.
is Patty,
No, Norma
S
Jean.
is Sarah.
Norma.
Yeah.
It's not Norma.
Norma's not in there this
What
year.
about P?
Let's see if Norma's in there.
Nope.
No, not till two. No,
I'm not a hurricane this year. So.
Yeah, you don't
I beg to
have.
differ.
Norman's not in there to
2023.
2023. Now, let's see if they
will
got
be your
Clay in there.
hurricane if you
Why don't they ever use Clay or Clayton?
I
You
want
never hear
hurricane
Clay or Clayton.
Alabama's got
being
too much shit on
been
them
named
already.
as a freaking hurricane.
All right.
You know.
All right.
That was good though. Thanks
So.
for pulling that up.
Well, listen. This is interesting. So,
We get far enough in, we'll have Raphael,
yeah, that's right.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Oh,
Turtle.
I see. Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Kathy Jane, I know that you're still watching the voice final. Thanks for coming on tonight.
Really,
and,
we appreciate it.
We're going to give
Voice
another shout out to
final
Takedown Man for kicking us out here and having a good time for us, or setting us up for us to have a good time.
That's it.
And we want to do one more thing is realnews.com. Go ahead and check out the articles there. Give us some emails and comments on it. And hopefully he will be posting, or we will be posting some new ones. Look out for a 50s, or at least a radio show from all three of us, maybe a couple other guests.
Maybe two of them.
And at the same time, tomorrow's weather, we're going to have a lot of rain, but not really. They're only calling for 40%. But
Oh, that means it's not going to rain.
it's not going to rain here. We're going to
It's
have
not
a
gonna
lot of humidity. It's going to be a lot of sun.
'Cause-
And here's the last thing I want to say. Memorial Weekend, it's coming. Everybody get down here safe. We're going to have a great time.
We
Yep.
are. We
We're
will,
gonna,
whether
we're
you
gonna
come or not.
enjoy. We're gonna enjoy each other. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna try to cook out, but it's looking like we're gonna have a little bit of bad weather through the weekend. But you know,
Yeah, we'll see what
Whatever.
that low down there in the
bad
Gulf
weather.
does.
Bad weather gives a whole bunch of more friends, and
Yeah.
we all get
Like I said,
get to have a
Twister.
good time. What's that?
Twister.
Twister. Oh my god.
Naked Twister.
No.
Never mind. Anyway, you gotta
Oh,
get
well.
you gotta get a room somewhere else for that. And
I got a room. I just need somebody to play with.
this is the only way to take it out, guys.
That's it.
That's it. Hey, thanks for listening, and
Yes.
we'll talk to y'all tomorrow night.
All right, thanks.
Good night, everybody. See you Friday.
All right. Bye bye.